Also I thought we could do like I don't know, like an icebreaker warm up type of thing. So I was thinking like we could do something super basic, like if you were a food, what would you be? If anyone has anything better than that, I'd be happy to do it. Um, but that's the one that I thought of, and like we could each just like go. It's like a warm up. Okay, so if no one has anything better than that, we can do if you were a food, what would you be? And I think if I were a food, I would be probably like I feel like I would be like those like curly Fritos, the like curly barbecue Fritos. I feel like that's what I would be. And I'll pass it to oh, there's two Alyssas. Okay, I'll pass it to Alyssa Sable. If you were a food, what would you be?
Um, I don't know. I don't really have a good answer for that. I guess just like I don't know, I feel like a pasta. I really like pasta, so I feel like basic answer. Um, I'll choose Alexis to go next.
Uh, I don't know. Maybe like chocolate. I eat a lot of chocolate. It tastes good. I like it. So I guess chocolate. Because also there's like a lot of variety, which
Mm.
shows like a lot of different activity they do and stuff. I guess. I'll popcorn to Logan.
I would be a coffee probably. I'm probably already made up of mostly coffee.
Yes.
I will pass it to the other Alyssa.
I would probably be popcorn because that's like I eat popcorn basically every day. It's kind of my favorite snack, so I'd probably be popcorn. Um, and I'll send it to Emma.
I would probably be like ice cream,
Mm.
kind of like how Alexis just like there's a lot of variety there. You can get like coffee ice cream or just like I don't know, just a lot of different types you can go with there.
Okay. And then the last one would be Emily.
I think I would be a cupcake.
Yummy. What kind of cupcake? Like chocolate, vanilla, red velvet, sprinkles,
Chocolate.
chocolate, solid. I Now I just want to go eat cupcakes. So cool. Okay, thanks for doing that with me. I thought it'd be like a nice different way to start the meeting. So, oh, I thought this was super funny. Pi. This is pi. I don't know how many digits it is, but there's all of it if you care. I think, like I said, I'm a nerd. It's fine. Okay, so on the agenda today, any updates that we have, we're gonna send some emails to Representative Beatty. We're gonna go over how a bill becomes law, just because we are like in the process of reaching out to offices and scheduling meetings. So I feel like this just kind of helps us understand like why it's so important that we do that and like how our because like as a content. Oh, I'll save my speech when we get there. Anyway, and then if we have time, we'll do letter to the editor introduction as well because we haven't done any of those yet. And then we'll talk about the exec board for next year and like how to um, like apply for like a position, and then if we have time, Rosebud Thorn, because I'm again super tacky. I really didn't make a lot of slides this week because I don't think we really need a lot of slides. But my thought process here was I'm going to go through the links that you would like click on if you were to look for this information, just because I feel like I don't know, it might help navigating the website. If you like do want to become a team lead, you'll need to know how to like find this stuff. So you just like look up Partners in Health and you'll go to this website and then get involved and then organize. You would think it was advocate because like that's what we're doing, but it's the organize because we're like organized as a group. So you go here and then the first thing on updates. Alexis, do you have any updates?
Not really.
Okay, cool. And then Katie and Aya will be joining us later, and I'll ask them again. In terms of updates from me, yeah, I really don't think I have any, but I just want to make sure like if there was a space we needed to like have updates, we could. I'll probably think of something later because that's how I work. Anyway, so we're on the organized page and we're looking for the advocacy information because we're going to be dealing with members of Congress and like letter to the editor, emailing them, all of that stuff. So that is all in this section here. And so for right now, for the email template, we would go to the campaign summary, and that's everything for this year. And you can see I have it pulled up here. We don't need that anymore. So that's everything for this year that the national team has lined up for us. So you can see this is pretty much the same whether you are working for community building, fundraising, or advocacy. Like all of the information you'll need is here. So I'm going to click on advocacy. It has a bookmark. We'll go to that. And then all this stuff. So relationships with 3+ members of Congress for the goals. So that's why we have Representative Beatty and then Senator Portman, Senator Brown. So like you can see, like we've been doing calls. We have been doing emails/letters. We haven't done any letter to the editor yet. So like there's still some things we need to do, which is why we're doing this. You can kind of see here the timeline. This is you basically ask the representative to co-sign these like they're not really bills. It's just like I guess legislation is like a good cover word because it's not really a bill to become a law. It's more so of just like a statement like this is something we want to see happen. So we're asking for like the health workforce. You can see here. It's like basically creating public health jobs and making sure that people are able to be paid for those jobs because they're really important. Okay, so anyway, we're scrolling through all of this. So again, we're going to be emailing today. So we're going to do the email tool. We could either do, does anyone want to pick whether we do health? Actually, you know what? I'm going to say we're going to do this one because I don't think the other one is applicable to Representative Beatty. And that's just something I know. Oh, what is this? Okay, well, we're going to do this if you want to. I'll send this link to y'all right now. But like, do you kind of understand like how that whole page is set up? Do you have any questions about it? Or like, do you want me to go back over how to find something? Okay, I sent the link there. So this wouldn't be, let's see. I actually haven't done this one yet, so we can read it together. I'll read out loud unless someone else wants to, because my voice gets annoying. But let's see. Okay, so massive global disparities in health have only been exacerbated by strained health systems and lack of access to what's needed to take on this pandemic, from vaccines to ventilators. COVID is the immediate cause of suffering, but racist policies and systems that limit access to needed staff, systems, space, and supports shape the underlying disparities. The result has been devastating, with nearly 2.4 million deaths globally and the worsening of pre-existing inequities. Congress has not done enough to address the vast resource needs for the global COVID-19 response. You can help us get back on track to take on COVID-19 by contacting a member of Congress today. Send an email to urge your U.S. representative and senators to take action and pass at least $20 billion to support impoverished countries to respond to COVID. Okay, so the way that this is going then, it'll go to your representative. So if anyone is from Columbus, then that would be going to Representative Beatty if you're in her district. But like myself, I'm from Cincinnati, so my representative is Shabbat. Alexis, you're from Jersey, right? So yours would go to whomever is yours there. So I'll fill this out right now. If you guys want to click on the link and fill it out as well, you're like, you know, obviously encouraged to do so because it does get that message out there to these people. And if some of us have similar, like the same rep, they'll get multiple emails from us. And then it's like they kind of have to pay attention. So you can see like it really just autofills, and then it'll take your address and get it to the right representatives. So we don't even have to, oh, and like I'm not signing up because I already get so many, but like don't even have to type anything. It all just goes. So I'm going to click and sign on to this. And then if you do choose to fill it out, again, just send me, you can either send it in the main chat or just send it to me to let me know, so that we can like keep account, because like you saw in this document here, there are like goals here. So like, oh look, there's so many messages. Oh. But yeah, so like there's goals in terms of how many emails we want. Oh, you guys are the best. Yes. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna write this down. I'll just put it here. Awesome. So yeah, you can kind of see like that there. Can you put notes on this? No. Okay, I'm just gonna type myself here. Okay, we got about 5 people. See if any more come in. But yeah, so that was that. Let's explore some of this document a little bit more because I feel like it can't hurt. And like I said, today I don't really have a lot on the slides because a lot of what we're going to be going over is just information that's already written down. So this is for when we meet with the offices. Again, we haven't gotten a meeting scheduled yet. That's just unfortunately not at the top of my list right now. And like I mentioned last week, if anyone is interested in doing that and reaching out, I'd be happy to help you. I will eventually get to it if no one else is available because I do want us to have these meetings, but I think it is a really cool experience to like get to communicate with an office like that. Okay, so my babbling continues on. Okay, let's click on this one and see what this one says. Okay. Cool. Okay. So okay, so this does the same thing then. Sending the same type of message to your representatives again. I don't know. I think what I was thinking of when I wrote down email Representative Beatty is in terms of scheduling. I'm going to send this link if you want to sign that one as too. And again, you can just let me know if you do it. But what I was thinking is when we like email them to schedule the meetings, there's another one here. I'll show you guys. There's another. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm actually like blanking right now. I had a very long night last night. Okay. I know I'm thinking, here we go. Here's the email template that I was talking about. So this is something that we could do and send to Joyce Beatty, Representative Beatty, right now. And okay, I think because that was my original intention, I would like to go ahead with that plan. Oh, my computer is dying also, so that'll be fun. But I'm trying to think of the best way to get this text to y'all. So here's what I'm thinking. I will send the link to the Google Doc in the chat. And I will walk y'all like through, and like I'll send one, and then like if you guys want to follow along and do it on your computer as well, again, like please feel free. I'm gonna plug my computer in really quickly, and then I'll walk us through sending this link out. I don't have a lot of super fun, exciting information for us today, but I felt like because we don't really have an annual lead had been lacking. So I just wanted to make sure we got some stuff covered. So, okay, I sent the link to the Google Doc and the information is on, it's like one big page. Well, it's on the first page. So, okay. So then in order to get the email, right, I'll go here. Oh gosh, I know there's a link. Here, legislator lookup tool. I will, I'll do this and then I can send, what is that? Oh, that's not good. The link went bad. Okay, also this recording is gonna be a hot mess. That's never happened before. This is new. Okay, well, we're gonna just Google it this way. Okay, so she's a representative in the House, so that would probably be, this is a bit of a mess, y'all. Let's see. I'm a little, okay, so you know what, we're just gonna go for it and we're gonna guess. So Representative Beatty is in the House, so her email right here, following this format, and I'll type it in the chat for y'all. It's just first.last.mail house.gov. So joyce.bt@mail.house.gov. Okay, so I sent that there. I'm gonna copy, and you guys can watch me be a hot mess and try and get in my email. Something happened with my browsers that like it took off all my bookmarks and everything. Like I think it erased my like history or something, and like now it takes me forever to get anything up because all of the memory like bookmarks are gone. Okay, let me open this. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'll go here. Okay. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Y'all, I'm a bit of a mess. Okay, so new message. My computer is so hot right now. It's mad at me. Okay. Okay, so I'll paste that. So I've got that email there, and then you'll see here for the email, they give you a subject line. So again, I can either copy this and put it in the chat, or if you guys are able to use that link that I sent to find it, let me know if you want me to send this information, copy and paste it in the chat. But I'm just gonna assume that y'all are able to get onto this document. And I hope that like you would try to like go through it that way, because again, it's gonna be good to know how to use this if you're interested in like becoming more involved. Okay, I feel like we're supposed to CC someone on this, but I don't see a line. So again, we're gonna copy and paste all of this. Oh, and then gonna leave this part out. And then we'll paste it in. And it really is like so simple to do this. Make sure you get their name and title correct. And so the reason, like, I'm emailing Representative Beatty, but like I'm also emailing, like I'm using like this redundancy within the names, because they might not be opening the emails themselves if they have like a legislative aid or not. So I will add that in there, and make sure you just kind of check through and you won't have to change any of this. And then this would be representative, and get rid of the highlighter. And this would be House, because she's a representative in the House. Is anyone having any problems with the document or with following along in terms of this email process? Why is this not? There we go. Again, technical difficulties are my specialty. Okay, and then we'll go down here. Okay, and then your name. Okay, so then that's all good. And you can see all the information is there. I literally just had to change a few things, add my name in, and it's sent. So then what I'm gonna do here is I'll go to this, And I'll show you guys this as well. So like if you're interested in becoming advocacy, or the team coordinators might also do this. You can see I'll fill all this in too. Name, full name. So we're a part of Ohio State. I am the team coordinator. So this, like, because it was our meeting, right? I'm gonna put this down, and then we don't have any photos, and I would say this would be advocacy, and we did the emails, right? So then next, what was the topic? So it was, we actually did, well, did anyone end up signing that second email link that I sent y'all? Because I know. Okay, so I'll do this one first, so because that's the one we did first, was the global health appropriations. So for this, if everyone wants to comment their, okay, so it would be, oh God, what, I don't see, the thing is with this legislative tool, or like with their email thing, it doesn't tell you, like, yeah, so it would just be whatever senators that are the state that you're from. Also, I lost, there's way too many tabs open. Oh wait, here we go. Okay, so like Brown and Portman for sure, and then Alexis, what are your two senators' names?
For the first one, you have to fill out the representative or anything, so I kind of forget. But when I did my email, I just did to Representative BD too, because like I live in Columbus also. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you can also say that.
Okay, cool. All right, I've got that. Is anyone else from outside of Ohio that knows their senators? Actually, let's just like look it up. Okay.
I'm from Michigan, and so I don't know what my people are, but yeah.
Okay, we will look. So, oh, this might be good. Oh, ew. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so these would be New Jersey senators. So Menendez and Booker. Menendez, Booker. Okay, and then we'll look up Michigan. Okay, so Peters and Stabenow. That's a horrible name. Okay. So we didn't do any calls tonight, but then in terms of the emails, so we had, let me check here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then did anyone, oh wait, so 7 for BD. Who else is working on the email for Representative BD or has sent it, if you want to send a message? So I've got 6 for the first activity, email, whatever, and then 2 that I know of for Representative BD. Okay, and there's another one. 4, okay. Logan, awesome. Alyssa, awesome. Okay, so then I'll make that 4. Oh, there's another one. Okay, thank you, Emma. Cool. Okay, so that's 5 for that one. Okay. And cool. Emily, perfect. 6. Cool. Okay. So I will say that's 12 total, which by the way is awesome. And like it's so quick, like it's the easiest thing. So I'll leave it at 12 for now. And like this is another way that the national team like checks their goals, and because they have goals for all of us to reach, and then together we have to like divide that up. I'm gonna fill this one out because I feel like as a team coordinator I should probably fill out my email. But I get way too many emails from Partners in Health, so I'm not clicking that box. Okay. Okay, so that's great. close this. Also, I'm just gonna close like my 25 million tabs. Don't worry about that. Yes. Okay, cool. So let's go, we did that. And the reporting forms are like something you'll do after an event. So like if we do, when we do a Bending the Arc screening again later this semester, that's like an event, even though it's via Zoom, and we'll like talk about that event and like say like how many people came, and like stuff like that. So the reporting forms aren't just for emails and calls, but it helps. So back to this. So updates, we pretty much did those. We emailed Representative Beatty and we did the extra emails. So now we're going to go through this document on how a bill becomes a law. And per my like little rant earlier, I feel like by understanding this on like a deeper level of like how a bill becomes law and like the fact that we're constituents, so the representatives have to listen to us. They'll get our messages because they have to, and they will, I mean, if we bug them enough, like our voice will be heard, and like maybe it'll affect the way they vote on a bill being passed or not, or maybe it'll like push them to add a piece to the bill that, or like, get us the money that we need. Because we're asking for, I mean, we're asking for a lot of money, but to them, it's not a lot of money. Like, I think we're asking for, it was some crazy statistic of like we're asking for like $20 million, but like the annual defense budget is like 7 to 8 billion or something, like just completely lopsided. Okay, so now we're looking for how a bill becomes a law, and that is in the advocacy file as well. And you can see they've just have this PDF here. I'll click on it. It is very like boring and wordy and like not the prettiest piece of information, but I figured we could just go over it for like 5 to 7 minutes together. I don't want to droll on and on because I feel like it could get boring. So I'll go over this for 7 minutes. And if you have any questions or like want to go over anything, that's fine. Okay, actually, I might do this like middle school thing where like you popcorn someone to read. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see how I feel after the first page. Okay, so Government 101, how a bill becomes a law. So you've got all these things there. Legislation is introduced. Any member can introduce a piece of legislation. In the House, legislation is handed to the clerk of the House or placed in the hopper. Okay, and in the Senate, members must gain recognition of the presiding officer to announce the introduction of a bill during the morning hour. If any senator objects, the introduction of the bill is postponed until the next day. Okay, so then in committee action, comments about the bill's merit are requested by government agencies. Bills can be assigned to subcommittees by chairman. So like the Health Force and Resiliency Coalition or whatever those letters for, like there are certain committee, that's what it is. There's certain committees that representatives are on that might pertain more closely to that. So like some of them are like international affairs or like foreign affairs committee. That's like the big one that we're dealing with right now because it's global health. So like the subcommittees like that deal with that are like, if that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that well enough, but okay. Next, hearings may be held. 4, subcommittees report their findings to the full committee. 5, finally there's a vote by the full committee. The bill is ordered to be reported. A committee will hold a markup session during which it will make revisions and additions. If substantial amendments are made, the committee can order the introduction of a clean bill, which will include the proposed amendments. This new bill will have a new number, and be sent to the floor while the old bill is discarded. The chamber must approve, change, or reject all committee amendments before conducting a final passage vote. In the House, most bills go to the Rules Committee before reaching the floor. The committee adopts rules that will govern the procedures under which the bill be considered by the House. A closed rule sets strict time limits on debate and forbids the introduction of amendments. These rules can have a major impact on whether the bill passes. The Rules Committee can be bypassed in 3 ways. Members can move rules to be suspended, a discharge petition can be filed, or the House can use a calendar Wednesday procedure. I don't know what that is. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling like reading all of this. But let's go down to types of legislation. And I will send this link in the chat as well. If anyone wants to read about legislation in their spare time, I'll give you some light material here. Okay, let me send it to the right chat. Okay, so I've sent the link for that. Also, feel free to interrupt at any time. I'm sure this is boring. I don't really know how to make it more. Oh my god, you guys, wait. If anyone knows what's about to happen, then does anyone know what I'm about to look up? No? Okay. Maybe
Are you
I'll.
a song?
Huh?
Yeah, Schoolhouse Rock song.
Yes. This is what we're doing. I feel like, wait, what's the difference? Oh. I think I want this one. All right, you guys.
Get a $200 bonus. Open a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
But yeah, I got bored with the document, so we're gonna pause and do this, and then we'll go back to the document.
Woo, you sure gotta climb a lot of steps to get to this Capitol building here in Washington. Well, I wonder who that sad little scrap of paper is.
I'm just a bill, yes, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long, long wait while I'm sitting in committee, but I know I'll be a law someday. At least I hope and pray that I will, but today I am still just a bill.
Gee, Bill, you certainly have a lot of patience and courage.
Well, I got this far. When I started, I wasn't even a bill. I was just an idea. Some folks back home decided they wanted a law passed, so they called their local congressman, and he said, "You're right, there ought to be a law." Then he sat down and wrote me out and introduced me to Congress, and I became a bill. And I'll remain a bill until they decide to make me a law. I'm just a bill, yes, I'm only a bill, and I got as far as Capitol Hill. Well, now I'm stuck in committee, and I'll sit here and wait while a few key congressmen discuss and debate whether they should let me be.
What is on his forehead, you guys? Does anyone else? Are these like age spots? Did they do him dirty like that? Guys, okay, continuing on.
I hope and pray that they will, but today I am still just a bill.
Listen to those congressmen arguing. Is all that discussion and debate about you?
Yeah, I'm one of the lucky ones. Most bills never even get this far. I hope they decide to report on me favorably, otherwise I may die.
Die?
Yeah, die in committee. Oh, but it looks like I'm gonna live. Now I go to the House of Representatives and they vote on me.
If they vote yes, what happens?
Then I go to the Senate and the whole thing starts all over again.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And if they vote for me on Capitol Hill, well, then I'm off to the White House where I'll wait in a line with a lot of other bills for the president to sign. And if he signs me, then I'll be a law. How I hope and pray that he will. But today I am still just a bill.
You mean even if the whole Congress says you should be a law, the president can still say no?
Yes, that's called a veto. If the president vetoes me, I have to go back to Congress and they vote on me again, and by that time you're so
By
old,
that time, it's very unlikely that you become a law. It's not easy to become a law, is it?
No, but how I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a bill.
He signed your bill. Now you're a law.
Oh, yes.
Yay, Bill. Love that for you. Okay, that was super throwback to middle school for me. But it was much better than reading this document. So we'll go back to the document.
As your body grows bigger, your mind must grow.
Absolutely not. We're not gonna be doing that tonight. We've had enough. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll just pick a few more things to read. I did send the link. So here, I'll read this part. So the co-sponsor is something that we're kind of dealing with right now for the HFAC, the Health Force and Resiliency something. Like I said, I don't know the words for it. We're asking the representative to be co-sponsors on this. So I'll read this one. A member or members that add his or her name formally in support of another member's bill. In the House, a member can become a co-sponsor of a bill at any point up to the time the last authorized committee considers it. In the Senate, a member can become a co-sponsor of a bill anytime before the vote takes place on the bill. However, a co-sponsor is not required, and therefore not every bill has a co-sponsor or co-sponsors. So I feel like with that, it's like maybe the more people that like initially support it, the better the vote will go when it like makes it onto the floor, is what I'm thinking there. Let me see if I can find the example where we're asking for people to be co-sponsors. Does it say it in this one? I think so, yeah, because this is that act. So the Health Force, Resilience Force, and Public Health Jobs Act. Okay, that's what it is. There we go. So that's like an example of like us actually using the information there. A filibuster. I think of Parks and Rec whenever I think of filibuster because I don't know if anyone has seen that, but the scene where Leslie is on roller skates for 10 hours. Okay, so I'm trying to think of like other important things. Oh, okay. Message. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's a very funny episode. I recommend Parks and Rec, except they took it off Netflix. So, yeah, I honestly don't think reading this entire document would hold anyone's attention, but I will read the three things about the bills, and then we'll go to the next topic. So, bill. A legislative proposal that, if passed by both the House and the Senate and approved by the President, becomes law. Each bill is assigned a bill number. HR denotes bills that originate in the House, and S denotes bills that originate in the Senate. A bill that is introduced on behalf, private bill. A bill that is introduced on behalf of a specific individual that, if it is enacted into law, only affects the specific person or organization that the bill concerns. Often, private bills address immigration or naturalization issues. Interesting. Public bill. A bill that affects the general public if enacted into law. Okay. Let's see. What is this? The House calendar. A list of all the public bills that do not address money and may be considered by the House of Representatives. That's weird. I wouldn't think that would be the definition for that. Also, I don't know if you can hear, my parents are doing dishes and like throwing silverware around. Okay, so we do know the last part where a bill becomes a law if it's signed by the president. But yeah, so all this information is here. I feel like it is helpful, but it is a lot of information and it's not that exciting. So that is there for y'all. We have 15 minutes left. I think I'd like to talk about the exec board now, to have room for questions and everything like that. So as some of you know, we're working on getting the exec board ready for next year. Myself and Alexis will be graduating. So our positions will be opening up, and Katie and Aya will be the team coordinators for next year. So my current position, they'll be co-team coordinators, which I think will be a great pairing there because they work so well together. So then I'm gonna like write this out so y'all can like visualize it. We're just gonna scroll all the way down here. Also, this is like so much information that I got from the crash course. This is, I don't remember her name, but she came to the Training Institute in the summer, which if y'all are choosing to become more involved and join the leadership team, you'll be going to this training institute. And they have like renowned speakers from all over the world come. And then this is Dr. Farmer. Fun fact, I'm actually trying to paint this. I'm not very good at it, so it's not going well, but that's that. Anyway, so the positions that are open, I'm trying to type down here. It's not letting me. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Guys, oh, here we go. Okay, the positions that are open. So we have advocacy, and that has 2 spots. We have community building and education, and that has, now Alexis, do you know, is one of those spots going to be filled by Julia? Have you confirmed that with her?
We haven't confirmed it, but I think most likely yes, I'd say.
I think so too. Okay, so for community building and education, for the time being, assume there's only 1 spot available. I'm just gonna get rid of this. I don't know this is here. And then for fundraising, there are also 2 available. So that's a total of 5, potentially 6 spots that are open. So these are the 3 different areas that we focus in, but I think my team leads can like attest to the fact that like we really do help each other out, and like it's not just specifically working on advocacy all the time. Like we all kind of work together on everything, but just when it comes down to like Alexis will like plan the community building event or like talk about global health curriculum. Katie and Aya are working on the fundraising, and then the advocacy lead would be the one scheduling these meetings and stuff like that. So you'll be doing.
If you don't mind, can I say something?
Please do.
I think the like idea of being a lead is very intimidating and very like overwhelming, like the way it sounds and whatever. But it really is not that much work at all. And it's like once our events, all the main thing we're doing is planning our events and like figuring things out like that. But if you want to get involved but don't think too much of the commitment and stuff, like it's really not as much as like it seems. I think it's very manageable, and it's like it I don't think it's that much more than being a member. And also if you don't want to be the lead, you could also be on the team and then just like help out once in a while, or like do like a little extra work but still have that like title like for your resume or for like any experience you want. So if you want to get more involved, but not even that much more, but if you want to get a little more involved but don't want to be a lead, you can consider being on a team as well.
Yes, that is completely correct. There's plenty of spots on all the teams for anyone who's interested. So reach out to any of us because that is also an option. Okay, lost my train of thought, but that's okay. Okay, yeah, so these are the positions that like are open. If you're interested, please reach out to us. I've had a few people reach out. So again, that's what's available, and then I'll show you this document if you're interested. So like I actually used this document when I was trying to find my team leads in the like whatever of last year during the beginnings of COVID. And so you'll meet one-on-one with myself or one of the other leads. Just kind of talk about like the whole team lead interest, what you're leaning towards, any questions you might have, and then after that you'll be sent this document to fill out, and you'll let me make sure. Okay, yeah, sorry. So then whichever position you're leaning towards, you can fill out that section, and then you'll just send that back to myself or the team lead. And then another thing is, I will go this way. After you fill that out and send it back, and we kind of solidify who's going to be filling which positions, it is, I hate using the word required, but like it is required that y'all fill out this crash course, just because like it really is like just such a foundational, like just baseline, so much information that just helps you understand the process better. So this will be like the final part of like that process. So first thing, reach out to myself or any of the other team leads. We'll have a meeting with you, talk about everything. We'll send you the document. You'll fill it out, send it back to us, and then myself and the other team leads will communicate with each other, like who have we talked to. We'll go over the applications, and then we'll like figure out who's going to be filling which positions. If we need to facilitate some like co-team leads, we'll like make sure that's like suitable for the individuals. And then we'll have you fill out the crash course, and then in the summer will be the training institute that you'll, again, it is required to attend, just because like it's such important information. They go over all of the campaign goals and everything. So that is the process for that. So again, the first thing you'll do is reach out to a team lead and have a one-on-one, and then fill out the document, and then the crash course, and then the training institute, and that'll be via Zoom. It used to be in person. I believe it was held in DC when it was in person, but unfortunately with COVID, we're still going to take preventative measures, and it'll be over Zoom. So those are the steps that we've got outlined for that. Here are the positions again. And like Alexis mentioned, if you're interested in like being involved, but you just want to like be on a team and like work more closely with that team lead, like that's a great experience and option as well. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions for myself or Alexis?
And also, oh, is it echoing? So for example, like Julia was on my team this semester, and she just like helped me with a few things, like did a few activities, like was very like just acclimating her to like what I was doing and stuff. So if you want to be on the team and then like potentially be a team lead the following semester or year, whatever it is, like that's also totally like makes sense, and like you'll see if you like it, and if you do, then you get even more involved. So it's also a way to like ease into it if you're not exactly sure if you want to like be involved or not.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, but does anyone have any questions about anything we've gone over? Exec board, how a bill becomes a law, the email templates.
When would like the training institute be?
I will find this information for you. Let me go back to my email because I know they sent out an email. Alexis, I don't know if they sent it to you or not.
I wasn't on the thing yet.
You said what?
I wasn't on the board yet for the institute, so I wasn't there.
Oh, no. I mean, for this year, they might have sent out an email about it. I'll pull it up.
It out yet.
I'll just like do a search and see. I know it'll be in the summer. I'm assuming it will be in probably July. I don't know why. Oh, here we go. Let's see if it comes up. Here we go. Okay, Training Institute. Also, I don't know if y'all get these emails from Nick or not, but I think they're pretty helpful. That's like something that you can sign up for here. If you just go to the main website, you'll see this giant subscribe button. Where was I? Oh yeah, sorry. A little bit of an ADHD moment there. Okay, July 17th and 18th. It'll be virtually, it'll be over Zoom. It was a lot of fun last year too. They are pretty long. It's 2 days and they're pretty long. It's like probably 4 hours. But they have breaks built in. They have music. They have like fun activities as well. And like I said, the speakers that they had last year at least were so amazing. Very involved with Partners in Health. Not necessarily a part of, like they're not necessarily PIHers, but they work with us. So there was doctors from the hospital in Sierra Leone came and spoke with us. It's a really cool experience. And that is that. Any other questions? Okay, so we have 5 minutes left. We could do Rosebud Thorn, or we could do, I don't know. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, and I will also stop recording.